Okay, so I'm going to cover my eyes. Take a deep breath. I was very intense there, so you could just let that go. Right, so choose what issue you'd like to work on psychic-wise. It has to be a psychic development issue, okay? This is psychic development night. And then stick up your hand if you would like to be the demo. And I'll ask Creator. Okay, come on up. What's your name, sweetie?
Anya.
Anya. Pop your hand in my hand. There you go. Thank you for being our demo, Anya.
Thank you. Complete surprise.
I don't choose. Creator chooses.
Okay.
Okay, so my love, what do you want to work on today? And you guys send up love because she's going to help us sort out all of our stuff. So we've got to be super grateful. Go on.
Well, I would like to work on my future.
So what's the issue with your future?
I feel like I'm on the crossroads for a long time because I find like I devoted my life a lot towards my children, and I would like to step into my power, into living my life like a mission to help people. That's what we talk about. But I feel that something is stopping me.
Okay. Can I do an
Like
energy
a
scan?
commitment kind of thing that comes
It is.
to
It's
me.
mummy guilt.
Yes.
Anyone else got mummy guilt in the room? Yeah, for most mummies, it comes the moment the baby's born and stays for a very long time. Yeah, it's not everyone, but it's this feeling that you're always supposed to be in two places at once.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like bilocation. It just hurts a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I do a scan? Would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what did you guys see when you gave her a scan? What did you see?
It's like from her mom.
Yeah, it's inherited.
Yeah.
So her whole body lit up. This has come down the generations. Her mum felt the same way. What did you see?
Sending love.
It's okay, that's all good. You saw something that might be useful.
I saw her heart light up. So there's a lot of like guilt in her heart.
Yeah, it's lifetime after lifetime. Do you guys think your mummy and daddy issues are just from this lifetime? Yeah. The number one question I get asked is, why am I still working on mum and dad? Like, why? Because it's not the first one. You've had thousands of mums and dads, right? And you've been a mum and dad thousands of times. And you've been a child every time you've incarnated. So that adds up. Yeah? Okay, so the heart is like the soul level, right? So if it's lighting up, it tells us it's from her lifetimes. So she was born with this feeling. So have you always felt like a woman's really highest mission and purpose is to be a mum?
Yes. But at the same time, consciously
Different.
different.
So you're really an adventurer consciously. Like I can feel your
Yes.
sense of adventure and playfulness.
Yeah. Yeah, having fun. That family is one part of my life. I want to really explore more. There is so much to see, so much to do, so many people
Yes.
to help that I really feel when I'm doing that. I feel like this is amazing. And with my family, I feel the chain, like, and guilt.
Yeah.
That, okay, I really can do really what is fun. I need to focus on them, not to let them down, make sure they will be fine.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Who else has that one?
Yeah.
Your family's a burden. Yeah, it's a duty, not a love.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what's
It's
the
love too, but duty at the same time.
Yeah, okay. So what's the worst thing about feeling that the people you love the most in the world are a burden?
Well, I kind of, when I feel that they are a burden, I a bit like I hate myself for that. I shouldn't feel like this. This is not really the right feeling.
Yeah.
because I know the most important thing for them is to be a good mother. But when I am, like I'm trying, I still feel I'm chasing the tail, that I'm not the best mother because my thoughts are not there
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Okay. So
I tend to be a bit of like driven by my dreams, who I want to be, what I would like to achieve.
well, your
Yeah.
core fear is you have a really deep shame-based fear of being ordinary.
Right.
So deep down, it's like, if I have an ordinary life, I've failed. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you panic. Like when you feel like when life starts to get too boring, you go into panic zone.
Yeah.
It's like, you would
Yeah,
call it
was like
anxiety,
too
but
much.
yeah, overwhelm.
And
Yep.
I really need to feel like I need to escape. So sometime I was doing it twice. I went to the cinema by myself,
Yeah.
just leaving them behind because
Yeah.
I needed the space.
Yep. Okay. So, there's like a real, like, there's a real belief here that's like, I'm a failure. Like, no matter what I do, I'm screwed. Is that right?
Yeah, could be.
And it's almost like being a failure is motivating her, because she's like, well, if I'm a failure anyway, then I can do what I want because everything is screwed anyway. Is that right? It's like, who cares?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of a failure than success. I want to achieve the success.
No,
So
you're
I'm
more
like
afraid of success than
Yeah.
failure.
Really?
Really?
Okay. I didn't know that.
Because
Okay.
you failed more times than you succeeded. That's how you know.
Okay.
If you want to know which one you're afraid of, look at which one you've done the most of. Yeah? It's like, if you want to know who has the most power in a relationship, look at who makes the most decisions. Yeah? Who chooses where you go, how you spend the money, what you do, the films you watch, who's made the last 4 decisions. And you'll know. And it's not always who it looks like.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, who booked the last holiday? And that was my husband, this kind of thing. I feel like I took the back seat.
Well,
Very often.
This is why we're kind of digging, because deep down the failure thing, the reason that you're staying, I suppose, like inside your comfort zone, is that you're scared of your power. That's what Anna was saying earlier. Because if you really step into that greatness, then you're going to need a nanny, right? You're going to need a housekeeper and a cook. So all this judgment stuff of, oh, someone else is raising my children, is like ugly in the background, right? And the mum guilt is huge. And then there's like, well, if I'm out chasing money, that's what she's saying to herself, then I'm really chasing meaningless things. And if I'm home with my kids, then I'm giving up my life. It's like, I should have pursued my career. So wherever she is, she's got herself in shame. But the fear is, how will society accept me? It's not just men that judge women. Women judge women. Right? They get told that if a woman works or etc., they should be at home. If they're at home, then they're wasting their life. So they get double whammy often. And you're aware, that's what they call the glass ceiling. You guys heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real energetic thing. But she's like, if I go out the other side, then is it true? Like, how much are my kids going to be damaged if I fully step into my power? Will my marriage survive this? Will I still
Yes.
respect myself?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, can we give you creators' truth about what it means to be a good mum and make your definition the same as creators?
Yes.
And can creators show you that your kids chose you
Yes.
and they knew they were getting someone extraordinary?
Yes.
And that what kids need is love, like real love. And that what matters is the quality time you spend with them more than the quantity of time you spend with them.
Yes.
Yeah, can we show you that?
Yes.
So if I spend my all of my time with my kids and I stay home, but I am resentful of them all the time, how does that work out? No, they feel that. My mum didn't want me. She thought I was a burden. Who's done digging work on that this week? Yeah? So kids are really conscious. They know. Right? So do you think it's okay that there are different kinds of parents in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So parenting is an area where we're all so scared of getting it wrong, right? We're all so scared of getting it wrong that we're busy blaming each other to get rid of the fear. Because nobody knows what they're doing. And everyone knows that they don't know what they're doing, but they're all pretending that they know because they're so scared of how much we don't know. You with me?
Yes.
Yeah? They haven't done studies on parenting the way they've done studies on intimate relationships. Okay? Those are going to come by the time our kids are grown. Right? But they've studied intimate relationships over 17 years. They have not yet studied raising children for 17 years in different kinds of environments and different kinds of families, except under addiction conditions. Yeah?
Yeah.
So can we show you that there's millions of ways to raise a child?
Yes.
And that as long as your children feel how much you love them, like really feel it in your core, and feel how much you believe in them,
Yes.
and know that they're in a very important part of your life,
Yes.
that's what they need.
Yes.
Yeah, can creators, would anyone else like that one? Yes. I'm triggering Katerina, I'll get you afterwards. And can we, there's a distortion of love here because she's got, the mother's love is sacrifice. So can we release that distortion and can we give you Creator's definition of what a mother love looks like?
Yes.
That a mother's love is belief in a child, is play with a child, it's parenting a child.
Yes.
So having discipline and teaching from a very deep place and playing.
Yes.
But that's not sacrifice, that's enriching.
Yes.
Yeah, can we guys show you these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's got this, tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, but there's this fear in you that your kids won't like you if you do this. They're going to resent you. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys understand that you create your life, right? So if you subconsciously feel guilty and you believe that if you have a job and a really successful career and a divine life purpose as a mom, if you really believe that you are guilty and that you are a bad mom if you do those things, what are you going to manifest? Yeah, you're going to manifest punishment. If you feel guilty for working and being a mom, then you're going to manifest a husband and kids that are resentful of your job. But if you feel like you're worthy and deserving and that your light is literally lifting theirs, the tide lifts all the ships. By you being more successful, you're making their life better, you're making your husband's life better, then they will support you. You with me? Yeah? Look at her face, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do it now. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Because I just thought about my friend. She's going through the similar issue.
Yeah.
As soon as she wanted to do more practices, in a way.
Yeah.
Her daughter started playing up now.
Yep.
Saying, Mommy, what about if you're healing somebody and I need a cuddle?
Yeah.
You need to be there. It's actually, we're going through similar things at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
But most women go through this. Stick up your hand in the room if you've gone through this at some point with your kids, if you have kids. Right? And if it wasn't you working, it would be, Mommy, don't go on a date with Daddy. Right? Mommy, why are you going to visit Grandma? Right? I've had clients, their kids throw a hissy fit when they want to go visit their parents. Children want you all the time. And that's a good thing. Right? But they're also learning boundaries from you. So how you treat yourself is how they will learn to treat themselves. And if you create space for your divine life purpose, you're teaching them to create space for their divine life purpose. Because one day they're going to have kids and a husband and a career, and they're going to have to create real work-life balance. And that's not going to be easy. Because everyone's a fan of you going to the gym until it gets in the way of them being able to do what they want to do. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Everyone's a fan of you working and you being famous and you being in your greatness until it means actually they're not getting the cuddle when they want the cuddle. And it's not just your kid, it's your husband. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? But it changes when you believe that you're making their life better. Because then you say to them, my darling, one day, you're going to be the light you need to be for this world. And remember, even though I might not be here with you, I am always with you.
Yeah.
And you'll give them a cuddle right there and then. Mommy, what if I need a cuddle and you're cuddling somebody else? Well, I'll give you a cuddle right when I get home. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's just people's fear that their place will be taken. But people's hearts grow. They don't shrink. You guys with me? There's room for more than one thing in your heart. God made hearts so that they expand. So can we show you that you working is a gift to your children?
Yes.
That your friend working is a gift to her children?
Yes.
And that them expressing and communicating their needs is a healthy thing.
Yes.
It's not about you. It's not a sign that you're failing. It's not a sign that you're doing it wrong. It's a sign that you've raised kids healthy enough to ask you for what they need when they need it. And that then you can find ways of meeting those needs that mean you still get to live your divine life purpose. Yeah?
Yes.
So I'd be more worried if your kid was pretending everything was fine when you'd made a big shift in consciousness. So can we let you know that it's safe for you to make these changes?
Yes.
And it's safe for your husband to express his needs. It's safe for your child to express their needs.
Yes.
Because Creator's got it covered.
Yes.
And that you can meet those needs without feeling like they're trying to take something from you.
Yes.
That there is enough.
Yes.
That you can hear someone else's fear or pain and confusion without going into you being a bad wife or a bad mom. Yeah, that you can have compassion for them and reassurance and infinite patience. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Anyone else want
Yes.
that? So your husband, what does he do?
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman,
Yeah.
right? And does he sometimes get insecure
Not much.
about being a dad, about working so much,
Uh,
about missing stuff?
no, I don't see that.
Right. So,
I know that he was very insecure in his childhood and earlier in his 20s, but then he kind of gained the courage, and he's different for who he was before.
Yeah.
He wasn't safe before, but now I find him he is.
so, do you feel like he's a bad dad for being a businessman?
No.
Does his career help the whole family?
Yes,
Yeah.
he has time for both.
And do your kids sometimes tell them they miss him?
Well, they keep asking when you're coming back home. Yes.
Does he work anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I unplug you from the collective female consciousness and male consciousness that says that you're a bad woman and a bad mom if you don't do everything your children want and need?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And that you're a bad wife if you don't do everything your husband wants and needs.
Yes.
And can I show you that you're who you are and they need you?
Yes.
Yeah, he married you. Your kids were born through you. They need who you really are to become the lights they're capable of being for this planet.
Yes.
And that you hiding your light under a bushel won't do. They
Yes.
need you. Not who you're pretending to be, not the box you're stick, they need you.
Yes.
So can we show you that that's the gift that they need?
Yeah. Yes.
Did your mum work?
Yes.
And how did you feel about that?
Well, I felt a little bit abandoned in places, but I think most of the time, because she was very organized, I knew when she was coming home, and I knew what I had to do before she comes home because she didn't have enough time in a way, because she was working 8 hours a day. So yeah, both parents of mine were working. So yeah, I knew she's gonna be there, and she was always for me.
Yeah.
I never felt really abandoned.
Oh, she felt abandoned. You know better now.
I think she felt guilty that she couldn't be with me more.
Let's check. Oh, straight out for me. That's it. Nice and strong. Say yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good. And then no, no, no.
No, no, no.
That's better. So say yes,
Yes.
no.
No.
Okay. I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Okay. I'm carrying my mum's abandonment wounds.
I'm carrying my mom's abandonment wounds.
Yes, I am. I'm carrying my mum's guilt for working.
I'm carrying my mom's guilt for working.
My mum resented having to work.
And my mom resented having to work.
Yes. If I work, I'll abandon my children.
If I work, I abandon my children?
Yes. Okay. So what makes sense as an adult when you're like a little kid doesn't always make sense the same way.
Yes.
Yeah. So our parents often when they went into work, they were looking for a job replacement. Okay, so the idea was that they would work in that job for the rest of their lives. In our generation, we're looking at creating assets. We're looking at creating income that means we don't have to work. Everyone with me? It's a different level of education that we've been allowed to have than they were allowed to have. Right? We're thinking in a different way financially just because it's more open to the public now than it was in their generation. In their generation, it was all about education and get a good job.
Yeah, totally.
Right? In our generation, it's all about work smart, not hard, entrepreneurial skills, passive income. You guys with me? It's a different generational voice in the background.
Yeah.
Right? So financial success means different things for them than it meant for you because your mum would have had a job for the rest of her life,
Yes.
but you're going to build a business and then that's going to work for you instead of you working for the business.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So can we show you that this is not a job?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an
Yes.
asset.
Yes.
And can we release the shock and trauma from that little girl and the belief I'm abandoned
Yes.
and that God abandons me?
Yes.
And can we replace it with the belief I'm always one with the Creator?
Yes.
I'm always one with all living things.
Yes.
I have everything I need.
Yes.
And can we show that inner little girl the highest truth about her mum working? That when we're hungry, we eat. When we're thirsty, we drink. And when you're stuck, you have to grow. You guys with me? When you're stuck, you have to grow. So when their generation reached this level of financial ceiling, they stopped growing. So can we show you that the growth is not optional? That when you get to the next level of achievement, you're going to have to grow again and again. Just like a tree keeps growing, it doesn't stop just because it's not a seed anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So can we show you that growth is natural throughout all stages of life
Yes.
and that that's how nature intended it?
Yes.
And that you don't stop growing as an adult, you keep always growing. That's what makes life interesting and fun and happy.
Yes.
Yeah? And can creators show you the difference between abandoning a child and providing financially for a child?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah? And can creators show you that there is a difference and you know the difference?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'm also going to pull the beliefs I have to fail. And my children will be angry with me, or I obligate my children, my husband, to be angry with me if I become successful. Yeah?
Yes.
You guys willing to release your obligations to your family to hold you back? Okay, so can we download you with the truth that you can do this
Yes.
and that you can be trusted with this
Yes.
and that you are this clever,
Yes.
you are this brilliant,
Yes.
and that that choosing to invest in yourself and in your life is your guidance.
Yes.
So can we show you what self-trust is and what it feels like?
Yes.
What it would feel like to be there for yourself, to trust your own decisions, to take action instead of asking 10 people before you do everything.
Yes.
And can we show you that you can use that sense of humor to build resilience?
Yes.
And can we show you what it feels like to keep moving forward, to persevere, to be determined,
Yes.
and that you are worthy of a life of your own?
Yes.
So can I release the belief that other people always come first?
Yes.
And can we show you what it would feel like for you to come first in your life?
Yes.
Anyone else want that one? Okay, that looks super different. How do you feel?
I feel a relief. I feel like the last part, especially for putting me first, was quite
You're allowed.
Yes, yes. Really
So-
amazing.
Can I download you with what it would feel like to make 4,000 a month, 8,000 a month, 10,000 a month?
Yes.
Yes? Say it with more enthusiasm. Yes! Thank you. And can Creator show you it's possible to make that every month with ease and
Yes.
grace, without
Yes.
drama?
Yes.
Yeah. And can Creator show you that you're worthy and deserving of that?
Yes.
And can we show you that you can make it through your healing?
Yes.
Yeah. And can we free you from judging yourself and other healers as greedy for making more money?
Yes.
Can you take the upper limit up as well?
Huh?
Glass ceiling. Lift it up.
It's not ours, it's in the collective consciousness. So who wants to know what it feels like to be able to go through the glass ceiling?
Yes.
Yeah? So when things are in the collective consciousness, you can't dissolve them because they're not yours. It's the free will of the collective. You can go through them and you can transcend them, but you cannot dissolve them because that's the free will of a collective. Like I can't dissolve all the collective conscious beliefs on cancer because that's all of our thoughts together. I can unplug you, but I can't change the beliefs of the collective. That happens when there's a certain mathematical number of people that reaches. It's a tipping point. It's a maths thing, really. Yeah? So, close your eyes for me. And I want you to imagine yourself popping into that bubble of white light above your head. And I want you to imagine yourself becoming pure white light. Soft as a feather. And see yourself going higher and higher. Until your molecules are so small and so fine that you can fly through the ceiling and through the chair. And just like real light, you're invisible to the naked eye. We can only see your reflection. And then see this glass ceiling and see yourself just gently moving through it, transcending it. All your molecules just pass through. And feel yourself washing and rinsing in that light of the Creator. And see yourself being unplugged from that ceiling. And I want you to just look down and wave at the ceiling. And I'm just going to pull all this resentment and this anger and this blame, this unforgiveness that you have at this glass ceiling. So in your mind, let yourself speak to the glass ceiling. Not out loud, but in your mind. And just say what you need to say so that you can move through the glass ceiling. So you can forgive the ceiling. Okay, and then just wriggling your fingers and your toes and opening your eyes. How does that feel? Yeah? For some muscle testing, let's see if that's gone.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
Okay. Okay, it's safe for me to pursue my divine life purpose now. Oh, stand straight for me.
Okay.
No, 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 no. There you go.
There we go.
Right. It's safe for me to pursue my divine life purpose now.
It's safe for me to pursue my divine purpose now.
Yes. I know I can be a good mom and fulfill my mission on this earth.
I know I can be a good mom and fulfill my mission on this earth.
Yep. I know how to live without creating mother drama.
I know how to live without creating mother drama.
I know what it feels like to be supported by my children and my husband as I move into my greatness.
I know how to be supported by my husband and my children by moving into my greatness.
Yep. I know what it feels like to have the love and support of my society.
I know how it feels like to have the love and support of my society.
I know that I can make 10,000 a month now.
I know that I can make 10,000 a month now.
Yes, you do. It's wobbly, but you do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You need more digging on the money.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
So when you go into your digging sessions, do more digging on being allowed to be paid for your divine life purpose. But 10,000 is quite a large number for most people.
Yes, that's why I was shaking. That
Yeah.
It's like, how is that possible? Yeah.
Well, this is, I'll give her a round of applause. Thank you so much. Yeah. So one of the most amazing things about London is that you're surrounded by rich people. Okay. Every single one of the houses around this block cost more than 5 million.
I remember one case now that one gentleman left 10,000 tips to the.
Yeah. Yeah. £10,000
Did you
tip.
hear that?
£10,000 tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're surrounded by money.
Come from anywhere.
Yeah, like surrounded by money. Right? It's just an illusion that you're not. Like literally you are surrounded. Every single one of those cars, 16,000, 25,000. Right? You're surrounded by people that had the money to pay for those things.
I would say 400,000 ragazzi.
Yeah.
Half million.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Like you're surrounded by money. So if you're afraid, go and actually, like literally when you're walking past the houses, touch the rails and see, what does this feel like? How it happens is up to Creator. And it's up to you opening your financial education, getting yourself a strong financial education so that you learn how to make, keep, and grow your money. First, you learn how to make it, then you learn how to invest it, right, and save it, and then you learn how to like literally cultivate it and give back to the community. That's what you do with it. Most people just learn how to make it and then they stop. But it's make it, keep it, grow it. Right? But when you do that, like it's ridiculous how easy it is to start making that kind of money. It's just that when you believe it's impossible, you scare all the people that do make that kind of money. Yeah? Last month, my other business, we had my first 100K month. Yeah? You want to know how much I started charging for healings when I first did it? £5.
No way.
When I was 19, £5. That's what I charged. I would sit there and I would they'd give me £5 and I would do my angel readings. So that was for my other business, my light machine business. My first business as a healer, my business turned over 50,000. If I can do it, and I was a complete financial spaz. Okay, I'm brilliant at healing, but money was not my thing. Anybody in this room can do it. But you have to choose to do it. And you have to surround yourself with people who are doing it. Do you see what I'm saying? My mom told me I couldn't do it. My friends told me I couldn't do it. I still have friends nowadays who are like constantly saying, oh, they thought you were too expensive, so they came to me. And I'm like, that's really good. But they still are scared of valuing themselves. Some of them have had much more experience on this earth than me. Right? When I gave myself when we decided to give ourselves a pay raise at work, all of the directors were like, yes, we're going to get a pay raise. And then 2 of the directors actually turned the pay raise down because they thought it was too much money. Right? So unless you work on your money issues and you don't realize how much you need, you with me? So it's really important. Do the digging on the money stuff. But tonight it can be a big block to the psychic stuff. Because if you're psychic, you think you might be able to come up with the lottery numbers. Yeah? If you're psychic, do you think you might know what companies to invest in? Yeah. If you're psychic, do you know where to go to get the good clients? Who feels bad about using their psychic gifts to get money? And you all lit up like Christmas trees. Yeah. So these are the issues you're going to be digging on. Right? It's wrong to provide for myself financially with my psychic gifts. It's no different than you providing for yourself as a computer games programmer. Do you see what I'm saying? There are accountants that get paid really well. There are accountants that get paid really badly. I have a law degree. I did a whole law degree and got my honours and my master's. There are lawyers that get paid amazing amounts, billions amounts. And there are lawyers that get nothing. They get paid nothing. No matter what industry you go into, there are people who are abundant and there are people who are in poverty. You with me? And it's not about selling out. It's about discernment to know who can actually pay you and who can't. And then the education about what you do with your money. Because the same lawyers that made lots of money are the ones that set up the foundations and the ones that feed homeless people. And do you see what I'm saying? The ones that fund the research for different illnesses. So money is not, there are rich people who are amazing and there are rich people that are nasty. And there are poor people that are amazing and there are poor people that are nasty. right? Wherever you go, there's going to be different kinds of people. You guys with me? Yeah? There's going to be psychic people who are rich because they sold out, and there are going to be psychic people who are rich because they do a brilliant job. Which one do you want to be? But it's not about judging and giving up on the concept entirely because you saw people do something you didn't like. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you don't like people that lack integrity, have integrity. If you don't like people that use other people, do not use other people. Always provide more value. Always go above and beyond. Always make sure that you meet the needs of the people that you work with. You with me? You will make mistakes, guys. Okay? Making money does not suddenly mean you become Jesus. Making money means that you still have to learn things you may learn before, but it makes a lot of things easier to do. You guys with me? Yeah? So this is a big issue around psychic blocks. If I'm very psychic, will I make money from that? Is that okay? Is it cheating? I remember twice I got pulled out of exams in high school for cheating because I didn't show my working in maths. Right? But I just knew the answer. Right? And it was the same thing in French. I just knew the answer. Right? So sometimes being psychic can really be perceived as some kind of dishonesty when it's not. It's a gift. You with me? Yeah? So you guys ready for digging? You all up like Christmas trees? You know what you're working on? Yeah? So pair up. I'm going to give you, what time is it, Katya?
2013.
20:30. So half an hour each? Yeah? Half an hour each worth of digging. So choose your partner, preferably somebody you haven't worked with, and half an hour each.